Greetings, this is Jesse with a different type of video. I might do more of these in the future depending on how well they turn out, but I am going to do my first soldering repair. What I'm going to do is change the battery out of this GBA cartridge. This is from a Pokemon game, Pokemon Sapphire. I hope that shows up. Unlike NES carts and Game Boy carts, where the battery is used to preserve the save state when it's not in use, this uses a different type of memory that persists in a powered off state, so it's not a problem with saving your data, but the battery powers the in-game clock. So without it, you can't have time of day or day of week type of events. So with this battery replaced, we'll be able to do that. To first show that it's a dead battery, this is supposed to be a 3-volt battery. So I test the leads here. You can see my meter is putting out about 3.3 volts. But if I do it to this one, I can touch the right lead apparently. There it is. It's putting out, for a bit it showed about half a volt. There it is. So less than half of a volt. So this battery is dead. So to start, I have some flux I'm going to use to clean off the oxidation on the existing solder pads. Okay, so while most people don't have a desoldering gun, I turned it on earlier and hoped it'd be ready, but it put to sleep, so I have to wait for it to heat up. So this can be used to desolder. The tip will heat up to melt the solder, and then a vacuum will suck it up. Most people won't have one of these, but a soldering wick is pretty cheap and easy to pick up. All right, so let's see if I can melt the solder and suck some of it up. Okay. Okay, well so I have most of the solder up already, to pick up whatever's left. I got my soldering iron. I'll try to melt the solder and try to lift the pin while it's melted. If I can do that with two hands, let's try this end first. There, got that off. Now, this one should be there. There's the old battery off. So I do have magnifying glasses here so I can see better, but hopefully it's not going to get in your way too much. I'll use the solder wick to try to get as much stuff as I can. but I got most of it off with the desoldering gun. Alright, I think that should be good for now. Right, next thing I'll do is know which one's which. That's the old one. Put that there, put the new one here. I'll use more flux to clean off. No, I don't want to use the flux yet. I want to use isopropyl alcohol, 99%, to... Whoop, I spilled some. But, you know, it'll evaporate. To clean off the flux. Let that dry a bit. While that's drying, I'll use this to clean the pins. You can see how mucked up they are. Again, that'll evaporate pretty quick. Alright, then before I solder the new battery in, I'll put a little bit of flux on the points to try to get a good connection on the pads. Alright, I want to make sure I'm getting the positive side in the right place. So this is positive, this is negative, and because it's got to go, it goes over this this chip. I'm going to bend the solder points down a little bit. Here, let me make sure I've got the right. All right, that's showing negative voltage because I have them backwards. So if I do it this way, there it shows 3.3 voltage was what I'm expecting. All right, so this is positive, so it goes here. All right, I need to bend them down a little bit more. Let's see if that helps. All right. Bend that a little bit more. Okay, I think that should work. Now I'll solder this in place. Kind of got that a little off center. Let's see if I can reposition it. We can. There. Now, optimally, I should have had this fan running because there is lead in the solder. Don't want to breathe in lead fumes. All right, now let's do a test to make sure I got in there. I've got 3.3 just under 3.3 volts. So should be able to reassemble this cartridge now. That's the back. See, my son took this apart, so there. Now I'll put this into our system and to make sure that it's working as expected. And here we are with hardware, ready to turn the game on. If I can find my power switch. There's the title screen, and it gets to load the screen and loads into the game. So this worked. With the battery dead, there was a message that popped up that gave a warning that time-based events wouldn't work right. But now that we have a battery, this works. So this has been a successful battery swap of a GBA battery. Let me know if you like this type of video in the comments. If there is interest, I'll look into getting a better camera setup and maybe set up my laptop with OBS and additional scenes, and if I can find room for all that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.